Y'all debate a game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new ain't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that's not going to be returned as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play, Watson to the air. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now they'll shift things around. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Williams from 21 yards away. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Like that right there was the luckiest shit in the world.
So that catch was wild. Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
And we will not have a return. We'll bring this to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden,
Hey, Bryce.
to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then
Man.
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw is Watson. They'll roll him out right. That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this
Get the hell out of here.
Just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Cedric Tillman from 21 yards away. And the Browns have come back to make it a 2-point game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns Dolphins defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to that. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Rodgers. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Rodgers going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Mike Williams
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Now a short one to Gesicki.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
And now an audible here into something else.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Paris Campbell, 58 yards.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Hassan Reddick providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Paris Campbell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets get a bit closer. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Watson.
is caught. He's got Tillman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Gesicki, 58 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Watson. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you in the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll
say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On fourth down, Watson. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown! Jerome Ford in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead.
Yeah, you know, yeah, you right. You know I had you, bro. They crazy.
Extra points for Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. On play action, Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Watson now to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on third, Watson. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. He's to the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Third and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 45 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL...
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should...
Touchdown, Jets! Mike Gesicki saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Judy, 53 yards. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Looking for Campbell downfield. And now here's another interception. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
After the interception, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 50, it's Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now Watson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should have...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson. He's going to air one out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown.
Cedric Tillman,
31 yards.
And the Browns start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And now here's another interception.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. He may go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 60 yards.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Zuerlein good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday. And it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Gesicki, 26 yards.
And the Jets are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like
I stay